Shares of NuVasive, this is a medical device maker specializing in spinal procedures, skyrocketing on Friday after Aetna and United Healthcare approved coverage of the company's primary procedure, minimally invasive spinal surgery. With us from San Diego in a Fox Business exclusive is Alex Lukianov. He is the chairman and CEO of NuVasive. Good to have you back on the program, sir. What does this mean to your bottom line? Do you expect to start seeing this to be truly accretive right away, meaning adding money to your bottom line of the company?
Well, the reality, Liz, is that it hasn't affected operations whatsoever. So even though this was a Wall Street issue, meaning we had a reimbursement overhang for the last several months, it hasn't affected our operations. We had earnings last Thursday, announced a very strong year, very strong fourth quarter, very strong 2010 outlook. So we don't see it affecting operations. We see ourselves achieving the kind of guidance that we've talked about all along.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about the actual procedure itself that's just been approved by at least two major insurers where they'll start reimbursing patients for it. The fancy word is anterior interbody fusion, but give us the layman's term of what it actually means.
Yeah, we call it extreme lateral interbody fusion, which doesn't make that any easier. But what it means is doing surgery from the side. And we have a technology, a nerve avoidance technology that facilitates that. We come in from the side. We're able to go in and clean up the disc space, put in an implant, achieve a fusion, and eliminate pain. The difference is that we can do it very quickly, so the patients are walking again same day. Recovery is within a few weeks compared to several months. So the results are vastly superior than traditional methods.
All we have to do is look at the stock on Friday, jumping about 35%, at one point up 40%, where obviously Wall Street loved this story. Who are the next names that you get approval from? Humana, Cigna, some of the other big insurers, will they start approving the payments for this procedure?
Well, we believe that they will, but the reality is that over this entire period, dating back to October, when we were listed as being investigational, surgeons were still being paid. So on a local level, they still were providing reimbursement. Okay. So that hasn't changed. But what's important now is to get rid of this overhang and for the remaining insurance companies to take us off of their websites. We think that's going to happen over the relatively short period.
Bigger medical companies want in on this procedure. First of all, did you patent this thing? Do you own the procedure itself?
Well, we have approximately 70 patents. We have a couple hundred more pending. So we've come up with a very unique technology that facilitates this approach. There are various large companies from Johnson & Johnson to Medtronic that are trying to copy it. They don't have our technology. They don't have anything close to what we're able to accomplish. So we have a very big lead over our competitors.
That's pretty good that NuVa gets to say that Johnson & Johnson doesn't have anything close to it. International expansion plans, Alex, would you consider, say, for example, partnering with a larger orthopedic company to help you get on the fast track of growing more quickly?
We're doing it ourselves. We opened offices last year in London, in Australia. We're opening an office later this year in Tokyo. We have an office in Germany. So we're going direct. It takes a little bit longer to establish the infrastructure, but the margins end up being superior. So we're going to do it ourselves, and we expect it to be about 10% of our total revenue over the next few years.
Okay, so not partnering right yet. You're still gutsy and saying we can do it on our own. I try and tell viewers this. We had you on months ago, and we like telling the stories of smaller companies that are doing big things. Had they watched, they would have known that it might be a decent investment here. But looking at your Q4 numbers, you actually lost some profits here on cost. What are you doing to rectify that?
Well, we're able to leverage our SM&A very effectively, I think, as we move into this year. If you take a look at our operating margin for last year, is about 13% on a non-GAAP basis. This year, we're going to exit the year with a 20% non-GAAP operating margin, 17% fully blended. So we're leveraging our cost basis very effectively.
Well, good luck to you, Alex. It's great to see you once again on Fox Business exclusively. We're always up for telling your story. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Alex Lukianov is the chairman and CEO of NuVasive.